This episode of the Cavecast is brought to you by Tough Stuff. When things get tough, we'll tough it for you. Welcome back to the Cavecast, everybody, the uncensored show for nerds of all kinds. And if this is your first time checking us out, we first and foremost want to say thank you. But we encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and also follow us on Spotify or the plethora of other podcast forums that we are on. Also, if you've been enjoying the show, we're also happy that you're here too. We love everyone. We're happy everybody is here to view everything that's going to be talked about, because tonight
is fucking tough.
Tough. It's going to be a great night. For those that don't know the legend of the Tuff, Eric is going to just give us a very brief, less than 30 words explanation to give everybody the idea of, like, what does it mean to be tough? What is tough? Because it's not tough as in regular tough. This is done in a way to even have the word be itself tough. Yeah. So what is tough? What does it mean to you?
It's all powerful.
The god of words.
Yeah, it's fucking tough. Like if you get a tough from one of us from the group, bro, it's like over. It's like getting a high five from the Pope. I mean,
do you think the Pope gives out high fives?
No, that's why I'm saying, like, that's how fucking tough it is.
All right.
So, and
I'm a fan.
Just so you guys know, I mean, we are branded.
Oh. He does, in fact, have, for those that are just listening, he has a
tattoo. Sorry for the hearies.
Yeah, for the hearies, he has a tattoo on his lip. On the inside of his lip. Yeah. On his lip, yeah. It's like whenever he smooches people, it says tough, which sounds like an oxymoron, but he himself is tough, and it's fine.
There's several of us that have it.
So tonight, we are going to be talking about the toughest animals on Earth. 25 of them, to be exact.
Okay.
Now, you are an expert in the tough. And I believe that
I am the founder. Chris is the co-founder.
So there's no better person, I think, than to scrutinize and celebrate this list when it is necessary for each one. So we're just gonna go through these and just read the description that's underneath of them.
Should I rate them one F or two? Because it is TUFF.
Yeah, 2 Fs. 2 Fs is the best.
Is the best.
One
is all right.
Is all right, and then no toughs.
All right, no toughs. That's the bottom. That's garbage.
So,
okay. All right.
We're going to start this right off because we got 25 to go through. This is from Esquire.com. So if you want to follow along and read, you can follow and
read, or just listen or watch our ugly mugs.
Yeah, you can just learn how much I can't use grammar and how much I suck at reading. You know, I'm actually writing. It was like when Troy Baker in the middle of something couldn't get words out. He's like, yeah, I talk for a living. I can't even talk right now. So, okay.
That's funny.
Number 25 on this list.
Now, are these supposed to be rated in that order? So am I already like...
yeah, so like we're going to be starting from the least tough to the most tough.
So then
on this list.
So then I guess...
What my question for you is that your opinion of each one, does it deserve...
Okay, I got you.
And you will give it a score on your own personal...
So right off the rip, I'm giving probably a 0 tough on this. It already sounds like, but let's go.
I don't know.
Let me guess, quail?
No, it is not a quail. Actually, it is a little more terrifying than a quail, especially if you have a problem with 8-legged creatures. It's not a spider. This is the Death Stalker scorpion. The good news about the Death Stalker, which skitters around the deserts of the Middle East, flexing its vicious little pincers, is that its name is mostly marketing. Sure, the Death Stalker's sting is the worst of any scorpion on Earth, but it will very unlikely kill you. The bad news is that a Deathstalker sting is still going to hurt a lot. Does that mean people do the sensible thing and avoid these green and yellow varmints, which can reach 4 inches in length? Nope. Oddly enough, many people actually keep Deathstalkers as pets.
The fuck out of here.
Yes.
All I can picture in my mind is a camel spider.
I can't turn the screen around, but it does kind of have that look, like almost like the color of it. But again, they're only like 4 inches, but it's.
They don't get like. Okay.
No, it's, I think it said, that was the max that, which they can reach 4 inches in length. So, so not a very big scorpion, but the most painful scorpion sting.
I've always wanted one. I've always wanted a scorpion. I don't know why. And because of that reason right there is that like it's not a pet. Like you can't just like take it out and chill with it.
Yeah. They're kind of like pet rocks. They're just like, you take care of them and
right. Like the fuck. Well, I'm just going to take care of it and never do anything with it. Fuck that. So I've moved on to wanting a gargoyle gecko.
Oh, dude, geckos and just reptiles are awesome in general.
So,
man.
anyways,
but in your opinion, starting it off at 25, do you feel that this is worthy of being tough?
No, not if somebody keeps it as a fucking pet.
No tuffs.
No, zero.
No tuffs here. It needs to be dangerous.
I mean, like that's the thing is that I don't know. I might eat my words later and be like, yeah, I'd have one of those, but. I don't know. Right off the rip, that kind of is a turnoff. If they keep him as a pet, then how is it the toughest animal? Just because it has a painful sting? Okay, well, cool. I've got a pit bull. He can rip my whole fucking hand off if he wants.
Right.
That's gonna hurt.
Which still, to this day, my favorite thing is putting my hand in Thor's mouth and just patting his tongue. He does nothing.
So
I can't remember. I think somebody was here and they were like, yeah, like, they're, supposedly the most dangerous, like they didn't believe it, but they were just talking about the general thing. And I went, oh yeah, sure. And I just literally made eye contact with them and just grabbed his mouth and was like, hur, and he just looked at me like, hi.
Yeah.
So, but,
So no, not that our dogs aren't tough, but it's just the fact that it's just because it has a painful sting is what they're giving the rating for.
Which, I mean, starting out at 25, we got to start somewhere if we're going to rate some stuff.
That's kind of how I view it, is that's why they made it, quote, tough, was that it's got a really, really, really painful sting. Okay, cool. Well, so do wasps.
Right.
So,
well, number 24 is the mountain goat. Here's an animal.
Okay.
Here's an animal that wouldn't stand a chance against much of this list on flat ground or even in your typical mountain environment. But just try to hunt a mountain goat on the highest, rockiest peaks and see how well that goes. They are the world's best rock climbers and thus some truly elusive. And thus some elusive. My God, I can't fucking read this. See, they are the world's best rock climbers and thus some truly elusive prey. Their cloven hooves have padded bottoms to grip on snow and ice, and especially rock faces, and even ones that appear to be impossible to climb. Mountain goats, which, by the way, are actually more closely related to antelopes than goats, can jump 12 feet and are acclimated to both high altitude and low temperatures. They also have cool beards.
Bro, wait. They can jump 12 feet?
12 feet.
Now, here's my question. 2 things. Do you understand how fucking high that is?
It's ridiculous.
Okay, think of it this way. A basketball rim is 10.
Oh, shit.
It's
add 2
more feet. Now, is that the bottom of its feet? Or is that like its horns, though?
I think that either way, that is massive.
That is a ridiculous vertical.
That is just, man. It's the fact that they can climb things that are
and that's
steep.
Where
like it's.
I'm gonna give that 2 Fs.
2 Fs.
Yeah.
Tough. Awesome. So the mountain goat did in fact get a tough on the list of tough.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's pretty fucking tough.
Yeah, that's and there's this beautiful picture of this thing just leaping into the air. Now it looks like it's pretty close to the ground on this particular jump.
So real quick for the YouTubies and the hearies don't ever know this, but I'm breaking tradition tonight on my not giant cup. If anybody was noticing that,
yes.
This is stronger beverage. If anybody catches my drift, not a light of any sort.
Right.
So that is why.
Yeah. So most of us.
So sorry, it'll probably be back next week.
But but tomorrow's your birthday, so you're getting your early celebration in.
It is. Well, it'll be a week old by the time you see this, but a couple of days.
Oh, that's right. Well, we're recording this one.
Yeah, it's all fucked up. Anyways, yep. So
okay, moving right along. Number 23. The black mamba. Really, Any one of the many poisonous snake varieties could have cracked this list, since they're all capable of killing large animals, like, for instance, us, humans. But we're going with the black mamba, so called for the color of its mouth, which just seems evil. The mamba is fast on land and in trees and has one of the most toxic venoms on the planet. If one bites you, you're likely to lose consciousness within an hour. Without antivenom to counteract the powerful neurotoxin, you've got about 15 hours to live. Best luck to you.
Well, so two things. It's sorry, call me biased or whatever. It's automatically getting 2 from me for several reasons. One,
Tough.
correct. That was Kobe Bryant's nickname.
Oh, really? Okay.
And number 2, I know those things are badass.
Yeah, but
Like, I mean, and that's part of, I'm pretty sure that was part of the reason with the whole, like, you know, like super fast on land kind of thing. Like, Kobe Bryant was a freak of nature, dude. he was freaking nature.
That's just, you know,
rest in peace.
The fact that the black mamba looks the way that it does with they're right. Like the black mouth, like the interior of it, like has this almost like just depth to it. But the picture I saw in here was that the skin actually had almost kind of like a white hue to it, so it looks really like ghostly in a way. It's kind of interesting.
They kind of did the logo. I mean, the black, I mean, it's purple and stuff, right. But yeah, that was always his nickname, man. Like that was, and rightfully so. That's why I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like, right off the rip, it's getting 2. Like it's a tough.
Black mambas are tough.
They fucking are, dude.
Next up on the list at number 22.
Okay.
This is one that I'm actually not familiar with. It's a type of bug. Now, I'm hoping I'm saying this right, but it's called a weta, W-E-T-A. Now, it basically looks like a really scary looking kind of like cricket in a way. They've got a really interesting close-up view of this thing on this picture, but it's got a brown tint to it, and it looks like it means business.
Okay.
So we'll find out what is going on here, but it says this New Zealand bug looks like a prehistoric grasshopper and is one of the world's largest insects. A particularly huge variant was found to weigh more than a sparrow. Wetas aren't particularly aggressive, though they will bite and scratch with their spiky legs if threatened. But that's not what makes them so tough. No. What makes the weta such a formidable animal is that it's like something out of a sci-fi novel. One variety has evolved an ability to go into suspended animation. The so-called mountain stone weta can be frozen in ice for several months and then just resume regular life when it thaws.
What?
As if nothing happened. How? Well, because of a protein that prevents the formation of ice crystals in its blood-like fluid. So they basically get frozen into a cryogenic state. Two toughs?
Tough!
Two
that's
Fs.
Dude, bro, that is fucking tough.
Yeah, that is...
That's a superpower.
Yeah, right. And you know what's interesting is that...
That's a superpower, dude.
Now that I've read this...
We should get scratched by one, see what happens.
Be like
Can we be Mr. Freeze?
The Iceman coming. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. God, that movie's so bad. It's great. No, so yeah, but the weta, I think I remember seeing it on Animal Planet, like when they were talking about the most extreme animals or something at one point. Now that makes sense because they brought in a guy to basically show how he has trained his body that he can go into like the mountains and stuff with no shoes and no shirt, because he's learned how to basically warm his core internally, which is nuts to even think that you can do that.
I've seen a couple people do things like that. Yeah, it's weird.
So, but they were saying it's not the same thing, but it's the only thing that humans have in any kind of way close to the weta is that it is, it's whole biology is.
Well, you know,
ridiculous.
that's why you shake, right?
Yeah.
When you're cold, it's to push all your blood to your internal organs to keep those warm.
Yeah, it's I hate the cold, man. I love snow. I love the way it looks and everything, but oh man,
it can snow on like New Year's Day and Jesus' birthday. That's it. Fuck off any other time.
Uncle Rex said it best was give us a light dusting on Christmas Eve. That way there's no green. Santa can land, do his thing, and then by the 26th, it's all gone.
Yep. For real.
All right. The next one, number 21, the camel. Camels live in withering, dry environments in which virtually nothing else can survive and are actually quite comfortable in them. A camel is untroubled by a 110-degree temperature, even when carrying 200 pounds or more on its back, and they can go up to 8 days without water and a month or more without food. Because of that, a camel's urine is the consistency of syrup. And they don't even have to dry the feces in order to burn them for fuel. Camels are so well adapted to heat and the lack of hydration that they can drop 40% of their body weight without serious consequences.
Dude, that has to be the worst piss ever. That's like infection pee without having the infection.
Syrup pee. That's just
God. What the fuck? One.
Just one.
like just one. Like
does in fact get it tough. Yeah, just because like camels, like I did see something that I'm probably gonna get butchered on this because I didn't watch the whole video, but have you ever seen a camel puke out its stomach?
No.
Dude, it is the weirdest thing. I think that's what it is because it was like, is it a myth? Like, do they really do it? And it was just like this pink sack that just like comes out of them or whatever. And I think it's like to cool off or something.
Excuse me?
I don't know. I'll have to do some research and find out for sure. But
could you just imagine? What's up, Kyle?
Oh, a little hot,
a little warm. All right, putting it back. I'm good now.
God,
like a dog panting.
So
like
gross.
That's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
This one is kind of interesting that it's number 20 because I would have thought that it would have been higher on the list.
Okay,
but
crocodile.
No, it is the lion. King of the Jungle is a terrible nickname for a cat that doesn't actually live anywhere near the jungle. The lion's primary habitat is the grassy savannas of sub-Sahara Africa. At least the king point makes some sense. Lions are the unchallenged apex predators of the continent and are particularly effective hunters because they work in packs, sneaking up and then ambushing antelope, zebras, warthogs, pretty much anything on four legs that isn't an elephant, a rhino, or a hippo. And that includes cheetahs, leopards, and hyenas, which lions will kill to eliminate competition. Fortunately for most of the things that lions like to eat, these cats are lazy. They prefer napping to just about anything and sleeping up to 20 hours a day and get up to half their diet by scavenging carrion. So this is... Or carrion, whatever. I don't. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
I'm still...
I thought that would have been higher on the list. But
I did too. I guess my thing is that I'm, a lion, like fucking lion.
Mm-hmm. The Ghost in the Darkness, dude. Like those two lions that stalked that town for like however long and was like killing people and keeping their skulls as trophies and stuff. Like, dude, not all lions do that, but,
right?
But yeah,
I'm gonna give him a 2.
A 2. All right.
Yeah.
Tough. Lions are tough.
Oh, fuck yeah, they are.
Ooh. Interesting. This is number 19. The harpy eagle. What's most interesting about these insane-looking birds, they're the world's largest eagle by weight, is that the females can reach 22 pounds. They weigh almost as twice as the males. Harpy's natural habitat stretches from Mexico down to Argentina, and unlike the esteemed bald eagle, which looks great on a motorcycle jacket but is actually rather work-shy, preferring to scavenge for lunch, harpy eagles are relentless hunters and particularly enjoy killing and eating sloths and monkeys. When these animals aren't on the menu, harpy eagles will hunt small deer, But since those are too heavy to fly with, they have to tear them into pieces first.
Already two.
And that ended with, that's pretty tough. Dude.
Bro.
The harpy eagle. Like, if you guys...
That'll be the next big fad. People fist fighting harpy eagles.
Like, it's like next episode of... What if that's in Jackass Forever?
Oh,
like,
God.
Like,
you know they're getting... The BAM's trying to sue him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just... And
it's crazy.
You know what? I think that
he might win, dude.
He may. That entire group of people has their own issues on things that have happened in the past that's been very public. So I'm not saying that anyone is better than anyone. However, these guys are getting really old. Yeah. And this is the fourth one. Dude, like, Johnny Knoxville has white hair. Like, it's well,
I mean, I think this is to wrap it up. Let's not get veered off too much.
Anyway,
but yeah, that was just funny because that is happening. But that would be something that they would do. Eagle. Yeah, that's something they would do.
Ooh. Number 18. The Siberian tiger.
Is that the white one?
No, this one just has the it may talk about them in this, but this is just like a normal looking tiger that's in the front. Siberian and Bengal tigers are more or less the same size, between 350 and 700 pounds. Big ass cat. But the Siberian wins for outliving in a harsher climate. These cats are canny hunters and will patrol huge territories spanning hundreds of miles through a variety of terrain in order to find prey. Like all big cats, tigers prefer ungulates, various deer species, as well as kaibu and moose. But when food is scarce, Siberian tigers are opportunistic and brave. They can and do hunt both black and brown bears, which is pretty much the reason to leave them alone and have them on this list alone.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a 2.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Yeah, dude.
Siberian
tigers, dude, like they're so scary looking. Like, it's just tigers are.
They got giant fucking heads, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It's like if Ambrose was 700 pounds, you know. So it just.
Well, I mean, Loki's a Bengal cat. I know that's not from that, but it's just that's part of her background is that she is a good hunter. She actually runs a lot faster. She can jump higher than like normal cats, and it's because of traits of that. It's weird, but she's a bitch.
Most cats are.
She screams at everything, dude. She's the most vocal cat I've ever had. Oh, it was bad. I don't want to fucking shut up.
Well, we're shifting back to bugs.
Okay.
Number 17, the dung beetle. It sounds like Don the Fun. The dung beetle. No, the case here is simple. The dung beetle is this poopy. No, the dung beetle is the strongest animal on Earth compared to its body weight. Dung beetles, which live all over the world, and they regularly push balls of flesh, animal poop that weigh more than 200 times their body weight. And researchers have documented one individual pushing a ball that was 1,141 times its body weight. It says, to put in terms you might understand, that's like a 150-pound person moving 80 tons. They're also tiny astronomers. Scientists observing beetle behavior in South Africa now think these little poo rollers find their way back and forth to nest by using the Milky Way to navigate.
How the fuck would they know that?
I don't know.
No, that's scientists.
Like,
how the fuck do they know?
That's like when they find out that certain sharks have like the ability to see color. Like, where did you even come up with that?
How do you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't. That's just to be like, oh, did you hear about that one non-colorblind shark?
Yeah. Make sure you don't wear blue. Yeah. Or something.
They will come right at you.
They love the color blue. So, but
not red. No, you would think, but no.
Yeah, blood is just gray to them. They just like the smell. The
taste of flesh. But you know.
What do you think about the dung beetle? Is this worthy of
that
an
is
effort
two? That is two.
Tough. Dung beetle is tough.
Yeah, that is definitely tough.
Oh. Number 16, the gorilla. Being one of the closest living animal relatives, the gorilla, which is the largest of the 4 so-called great apes, possesses a formidable mix of strength and smarts. These are very social animals with large families, sophisticated systems of communication, and an ability to make and use tools. None of which makes them tough, only formidable. What's tough is the gorillas are the bodybuilders of the animal kingdom. Science can't seem to agree on the precise number. For one thing, it's a hard metric to measure, but an adult silverback is at least 6 times and perhaps as much as 20 times stronger than a human. Could you imagine being cornered by one of those guys, dude? Like it's like that, like the chimps or whatever that go nuts. That like,
yeah,
it's just, dude.
There are two. That's a
tough.
Did you ever hear about when I guess Mike Tyson back in like the late 80s or early 90s was at a zoo and there was a gorilla, like I guess being an asshole, and he offered the zookeeper 10 grand to let him in there to quote unquote knock his snot box. He was like, no.
You will die. It's like, you're Mike Tyson, but you will die.
Like, he was going to fight that motherfucker. Like, no fear.
Dude, it is.
No fear. Like, no thanks.
Gorillas are just, like, especially, like, that's actually the one, well, not gorillas, but more so just, like, monkeys in general. That's one of the few things that freaks Joe Rogan out. Like when
monkeys?
when he talks about like the chimp attacks or like stuff that's happened like when apes go bad. Because I guess chimps, and I don't know if gorillas do the same thing. I can imagine maybe they do. I always looked at chimps being more ferocious. I'm curious if they're going to be on this list. But they actually have a tribal mentality to them. Like when they fight with each other, they like rip each other's genitals off and like they like will do everything to mutilate the other person. Like, dude, monkeys are brutal. Like
they are. But the thing is that like gorillas and things like that, like you just said, is that they're extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
So for somebody to be like, I have a gorilla as a pet, maybe not in your home, but like at your work, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
You've worked, you've done, you've put in time. Like they know you. It's almost like it's basically a human that can't talk to you.
Yeah, because even Robin Williams talked about Coco the gorilla.
Well, but knowing sign language, but yes. And that's the thing is that they're again kind of like a pit bull. Well, sure, I can make any animal an asshole if I beat it.
Right.
If you don't treat it like shit, it's not going to treat you like shit. That's why there's other people that, sorry to name drop, but like the Tiger King and stuff. Yes, there were a few, but he was mistreating them. But how do you go in there with all of them? And how do people sneak up on these lions that they grow? Because when they turn around, they know who it is.
Right. Yeah.
It's not going to attack you were nice to it. You didn't harm it. You were in its best interest. So
yeah,
I think it's mostly like that, even with wild animals like that. I feel like, not that we could, but like we could go buy a baby lion and have it live here. We're not going to be an asshole to it. You can scream all day that it's a wild animal. So the fuck was my dog. And so the fuck was the cats.
Yeah.
You domesticate them. That's what happens.
Right.
Because you don't treat them like garbage. So I don't know. I feel like even these quote toughest animals and insects, that maybe not insects, but they could all be docile creatures.
Right.
So
I mean, it's just like the what was it? Exotic Layers, like when he was talking about, the tarantulas that he has, is that he's like, look, every tarantula has a personality. Like,
yeah,
you can't just be like, oh, I got a rose hair, I can play with it, or I can like pick. Like,
no,
the fuck you can't.
No,
dude. Like, learn your pet. Like, understand. Like, do they like being held? Like, I've seen some
or
people
work with them constantly when you get it.
Yeah,
and that because that's the thing is tarantulas, scorpions, again, bugs, things like that. I don't think are quote trainable in that aspect. I know that you can for like movies and stuff, but more so like with animals like we have, those were once wild animals.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's insane. So, but yeah, the gorilla, I think,
too. Definitely
tough,
too.
Yeah.
They are naturally tough. They really are.
I just like, it just makes me wonder, like being in the same area with like a gorilla when it beats its chest, if you can like feel it in your own chest, you know, where it's like, it's just like, oh dude, like it's just, they're so powerful. It's insane. But moving on to number 15, the anaconda. Here's the world's biggest snake by weight, and a fearsome predator that can eat basically anything it can overpower, including livestock that happens to wander too close to a river when an anaconda is lurking. Anacondas are not poisonous, which is kind of a relief. Instead, they kill by constricting. Yep. Contrary to popular belief, though, an anaconda doesn't crush its prey. Instead, its not very tender embrace cuts off blood flow to the prey's critical organs, causing the animal to pass out and eventually die due to lack of oxygen. So, yeah, the biggest
it suffocates
snake,
it.
Yeah. So, the biggest snake on the planet by weight. Do you feel?
I think I'm going to give it a 1.
A 1? Okay.
Oh, honestly, the reason why is not that they're definitely terrifying. Mm-hmm. I'm actually a snake person. I don't know that I've ever verbalized that to too many people. Again, one of those, because you can a little bit with certain ones. I've always wanted a snake.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a snake. Everybody that I've always dated did not see eye to eye with that.
Right.
So I never got one, and now that I'm here, I'm not like, oh, I'm going to get a snake. Mm-hmm. But it's just one of those where I've always thought they were really intriguing, because snakes are, I don't find them terrifying.
No, I don't either.
An anaconda is just big. Like you just said, they're not poisonous. Fucking bite me, dude. You're not doing shit. That's not its thing.
Right.
It's going to squeeze the shit. Well, see, and that's why I only gave it a 1. It's really not squeezing the shit out of you like I thought it did. Mm-hmm. It kind of almost knows. Maybe it does deserve a 2 if it knows how to do that, though. Anyways.
Hey, it made it on the tough list.
It still made it, but that's not a quote dangerous snake. You're gonna see a motherfucking anaconda before you get too close.
Right. It's simple.
It's how
walk away.
It's how I feel. Like, you ain't gonna get caught up in that mess. Like,
because it's even like with I remember holding a 6-foot boa constrictor one time.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was at a summer camp, and they had like this zoo area where like they brought some people in that had some bigger animals and stuff, and they had, I can't remember what her name was, but she was this really big, beautiful boa constrictor. And they asked her, like, does anybody want to hold her? Like, well, we can put her on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. That sounds cool.
Was that for the school, or like school and shit?
No, it was Boy Scouts summer camp.
Oh, Boy Scouts, because they did that for our school one year, and I did it. But
it was
so cool.
It was weird, like, because they gave some very specific instructions, like, don't move fast, like, just relax. But they were like, understand, the worst that can happen to you is that she may bite you if she is scared. She knows she can't eat you. You're too big.
You're too correct.
Like for a good like 15 minutes, like they were like, you can pet her, like just make sure you pet her like with the scales. Don't pet into them, like that hurts.
They're actually surprisingly soft.
Yeah, it is
compared to what you think it's gonna be.
Yeah,
not that they're like silky smooth, but
yeah, it was a very interesting experience. So it's like when it comes to things, like I'm more of I don't like spiders, but it's like when it comes to,
I'm like oddly arachnophobic. Like, it's off and on. It's when I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
I don't know what it's going to do to me. Like, I'll just step on you, or just, go about your day. Eat the fucking flies and do your thing. Just stay away from me. I'll stay away from you.
See, there was even a spider in the bathroom at work today, and I watched him come from the ceiling onto the door, and I just looked over at him. I was on my phone. I was just like, what's up, man? Just like, didn't bother him. He wasn't bothering me.
Yep.
But
no, snakes, that's kind of why, like I said, gave it a 1. They're not, I know that there are poisonous ones and very deadly ones, but to me, snakes are pretty harmless.
Yeah.
So again, an anaconda, I'm going to see that motherfucker before I get too close and get caught up in that shit.
Here's one that you may not see coming. It may be too late when you've already swatted at it. Of course, you'd have to be in the area that it's from. the tarantula hawk. Neither tarantula nor hawk. This giant flying insect
what that is.
It's actually a wasp that hunts spiders. If that last phrase didn't terrify you, consider this. The tarantula hawk is one of the 2 insects to score a 4 on the Schmidt sting pain index, developed by an entomologist, Justin Schmidt, to ensure the severity of bug bites on a scale of 1 to 4. Here's what a biologist told Wired about some advice he'd read on how to treat a sting. Their recommendation, and this was actually in a peer-reviewed journal, was just to lie down and start screaming, because few, if any, people could maintain verbal and physical coordination after getting stung by one of these. You're likely just to run off and hurt yourself, so just lie down and start yelling.
There's that. Actually, me and Riley would watch the. I haven't watched him in a while, but his shit was amazing.
Yeah, I think I know who you're gonna say.
Coyote
Peterson.
Yes,
dude, that guy is the best, dude. He's awesome.
And that's exactly what he did.
Dude.
He got hit and he just immediately.
Could you imagine being attacked by a full nest?
No,
dude, with the fact
that's why I hit the button while you were reading.
God,
that's a 2, dude. That is most insects don't bother me. Most. I get creeped out by some. Or like, oddly enough, I'm one of those pussies that kind of don't like, if a cicada comes near me, I'm punching it in the face.
Oh, dude, it freaked me out when I stepped down the back deck to smoke a cigarette, and that
they do absolutely nothing. They're completely harmless.
It's the fact that you can hear them.
No, they look like eyeballs. Like just like flop. They're like, see, Kyle doesn't like moths.
No.
And they're just, I think, they're just reject butterflies, which he likes.
Yeah.
Those are just like weirdly, cicadas are like overgrown, distorted flies.
Now that you've said that, that's how I'm going to think of them.
They're just gross, dude. Yeah. I don't care that they do. They're completely harmless.
Yeah. They do nothing wrong.
They're just this fucking big. And always, it's not like one just like flies on your shoulder. It's always in your fucking face.
It's like June bugs.
Yeah, like, can you just hit my leg and so I can just swat you off? Not,
There's how much of a tough badass I am.
I love it. I wouldn't scream so loud if it would stand on my fucking face. That's where I'm at with it. So, anyways, bugs.
Well, number 13 gives us another bug, and I think I would rather have the tarantula hawk sting me rather than this one.
Oh, fuck.
The bullet ant.
Nope.
If we're going to salute the tarantula hawk, we also have to include the bullet ant, the only other insect to score a 4 on the Justin Schmidt's pain scale.
Might as well hit it.
Yep. The bullet ant roams the floors of Central and South American rainforests and is named for the feeling of its sting, which apparently is so incredibly painful that you feel like you've been shot. Schmid himself has described it as pure, intense, brilliant pain, like walking over flaming charcoal with a 3-inch nail bed embedded into your heel. Worse, the venom lingers in the body and the pain can last up to a full day.
Yep.
One tribe in Brazil uses the ants in the rite of a passage ritual, which we've seen the LA Beast do with that in the gloves.
Well, funny you bring this up. Yesterday, the day before, I watched the kind of Where Are They Now? Chris Pontius or whatever.
Yeah.
I might have butchered his last name, but I love him, dude. He said the worst thing he ever did, his worst thing ever, was when he was in the tribe and you wore the glove of the bullet ants. Ugh. I don't know how many LA Beast had in there, but I don't know, man. I feel like Chris had it a little more, even just on one glove. I could be wrong, but he stated, you just said, every one of them felt like a bullet in his hand. the pain was so bad that he seriously, not like, oh, it's funny, like later on, like, no, he seriously considered cutting off his arm, not his hand, his arm, to get it to stop.
Dude, that's
not and they showed him because it was when him and Steve-O were on, I think, Wild Boys. They had that like 4 or 5 seasons, and they were literally in the tribe. But he said it was about a full day before it completely went away. He's now like he's like 47, 48 years old, but he said to this day that was the all of the injuries, all of the things, all of it, that never topped it. A snake bit him on the dick.
Yes, it did.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And that was so that's why I got it. I literally just read about those, or not read, but I watched about those. So yeah, that is fucking crazy, dude.
Here's something to add a little more badassery into the tribe itself, is that it says a tribe in Brazil uses the ants in a rite of passage ritual. When boys reach a certain age, they must put their hands into a set of gloves, that. To complete the initiation, they must complete this act 20 times, which is insane and means that if we ever do a list of the 25 toughest groups of humans, these boys are definitely making the list. 20, dude, a tough to the tough.
That's a double tough for them boys. Dude. They'll never see that, but I salute you. Dude, that is fucked. That is fucked. Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Become a man, and
I'm not a man.
No.
I am not a man. I will. No. That's water, but I will make my other cool drink. I will toast it. I am not a man then. Fuck that. You might have had me at 1. You might have had me at 1. I could have maybe got through 1. Fuck you 19 more times. Right in the face, dude.
Nobody thinks to themselves, I want to do this again. So, no, it's just. But coming up at number 12 is the jaguar.
Ooh.
The planet's third largest feline after the tiger and the lion, the jaguar, aka panther, is in South and Central America, is South and Central America's most capable hunter. Jaguars are solitary animals and hunt via stealth, surprising prey, and then overcoming whatever's being stalked with a rare mix of speed and power. Jaguars have the greatest bite force of any large cat. The strength to pull a 500-pound deer up into a tree while climbing, and are excellent swimmers.
Yep, already done.
Yep.
Done.
2 Fs.
3.
Oh, 3.
That gets 3.
Black jaguars, by the way, are the same species. The lack of markings is due to a mutation that occurs in approximately 6% of the wild population.
Okay.
So I've always liked how black jaguars look. They're really beautiful.
Oh man.
So, but it's even better to now know they're rare. Like if you see one, or like if you get to
run,
fucking run.
Don't stay still.
I'm dead.
Yeah. I don't even know what you would do. Do you stay still or do you run? Because 1, you're not outrunning that motherfucker.
No.
I don't care if you were not Michael Phelps. He's in water. Usain Bolt. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, he might. He might for
Isn't he even wicked fast?
Yeah, he is wicked fast. He might do it for a minute. That fucking Jaguar is going to do it for 20.
That's just
you ain't so do you just sit still?
I think you just
you know what? You just better have a desert eagle with you.
I think you just
at that point you have to kill it. And I don't like to say that, but you would have to kill it.
It's if you would want to survive in that situation.
It's you or him, it's him. Maybe. Because you aren't fighting that.
No.
It's gonna run full speed at you and jump on you like it's Mike Tyson in the air.
See, my first thought would be that I would look at
your whole day up.
I would look at it like Buddy the Elf. Just look at you.
Somebody need a hug.
And then death. It's
I would just expose my jugular
and hope that it goes first.
Just get it over with. Just take my whole fucking head off one rip.
Make it like prom night. Just get it over with.
Get it over with.
All right.
Fucking ridiculous.
Up next, switching gears on a type of animal, which I'm kind of excited to see this on this list. Let's see what the facts have to say. Number 11, the rhinoceros.
Ooh.
There are 5 types of rhinos, 3 in Africa and 2 in Asia. All of them are tough. Rhinos weigh at least 2,000 and so much as 4,000 pounds, have a thick, almost armored skin, and a large horn that's capable of goring any animal that makes an unwise decision of mounting an attack. For those reasons, adult rhinos have no real natural predators, except, sadly, humans. Due to demand for those horns in Asia, rhinos are among the most endangered animals on the earth, with the African varieties vanishing at an especially rapid rate. And if we can't solve the problem fast, they won't be around to make this list in a decade. What I've heard...
So wait. Okay. It's only predator, and I know that I don't mean this in a shitty way, but like in the entire kind of like world, if you will, like where it lives, its only predator is us.
Yeah. And they've been brought
That's
down.
That's a 5, dude.
Yeah.
That's a 5. That's a 5. Like,
didn't mean to hit that, but it worked.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's a I don't, you know what? That's probably why they're so vicious towards humans. They've adapted and known that it's its only fucking predator.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sad, man.
I've actually seen it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's I honestly give it a 5 for that reason. It is clearly the one of the toughest things out there. Its only predator is us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a 5.
There's actually been something that people are doing to help rhinos. And what I've seen is that I swear it was they paint their horns pink. And what it does is that the rhino horns are, I guess it's like the most like valuable part of their body or whatever. But if you have a discoloration on the outside of it, it drops the it drops the
I
value.
thought they were marking them to see them later.
No, see, I thought that too.
Oh.
And then, but I read it, and what it said was that people have been, I think it's either like they either tranquilize them or something.
I was going to say, do they
like
take them down for a second and then...
Yeah.
Dude, that's
genius. And they paint them and they let it dry to where that way, if any hunter comes in, they're not even going to try because the livestock or the value has been diminished completely. Where it's like, well, hell, dude, let's have the toughest animal on the planet with a pink fucking thing that can kill you. Like,
dude,
absolutely.
That's genius.
So,
I really hope they do that more.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like I get empowered where I'm like, dude, I want to go save the rhinos.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, shit, I want to go do that.
So, if we do, we'll vlog it. Now,
okay, cool. On the new camera.
Yes.
On the new camera up there.
The next one at number 10 is the saltwater crocodile. And we know from playing Maneater how horrible
we've
crocodiles...
got to finish that, too.
We do, because we got to get to Megalodon stance.
We're halfway.
This says, technically, crocodiles are aquatic animals. Excuse me. And thus intelligible for our list. I'm sorry, intelligible. And thus ineligible for our list. But they spend a good chunk of time on land and often prey on land animals. So that's plenty good enough reason for us after all this entire list after all this list is purely subjective. Whether they're tough is unquestionable. Saltwater crocs are the largest living predator on land and in non-ocean environments, growing up to 17 feet and 2,000 pounds. And
what the fuck?
And possessing the most powerful bite ever measured in a laboratory, strong enough to crush a cow's skull in one chomp. Being huge and aggressive and native to places with large, crowded human environments like India, China, Bangladesh, and Malaysia, saltwater crocodiles will sometimes target people as prey, though the number of actual deaths per year is still pretty low.
Okay, so honestly, man, that's gonna get probably a 3 from me.
Tough. I won't hit the laugh this time.
Only because, and sorry, I wasn't meaning to I fuck the camera. I was making sure my Pop wasn't in the frame.
Yeah, we're just taking care of business, because we're not getting sponsored, so we're not going to come after us.
They're not getting my money. Well, they already got my money. You know what I mean? Anyways.
Yeah, no, it's completely flawed.
That is, well, wait, I thought we just heard that what was it? There was another one that said it had the strongest bite or something.
The jaguar has a very powerful bite, but this is what it's saying is that in a laboratory, it's the crocodile is the strongest bite that's ever been recorded in science.
So wouldn't that have been a jaguar? Wouldn't they? I thought.
No,
anyways,
it's the crocodile. The crocodile is the one that had the strongest one. That's what we just read.
I know, but they kind of made it sound like they were very similar. But anyways,
I think it may have been the strongest bite of cats, but this just in general is.
Anyways, no, that definitely got a 3 from me. I've always felt like crocodiles were very misunderstood. I feel like, bro, they live in the swamp. I know that when you're in Florida and things like that, they can kind of come up on your golf course, but you built that motherfucking golf course there.
Yeah, you knew this job was dangerous when you took it. It's just,
that croc is just hey, Tim, you on hole 9? Yeah. That used to be my home.
You killed my wife.
Yeah, fuck off. So I could eat you and your friends, but I'm not. I'm just scaring you a little bit.
Dude,
Crocs to me, they're I think they're very misunderstood. We've been barged on their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off then.
Right. You don't ever see somebody keeping one like how Joe Dirt was taking care of it, where he's all right, this is Rocky. And he's picking him, Rocky, no!
Yeah.
Oh God. But
so yeah, I feel like they're just misunderstood, but all in all, cool people.
The Cleveland Zoo actually had that albino. I can't remember if it was an alligator or a crocodile, but it was huge. It was kind of scary. It kind of hit me when I was I don't know. I think I was 7 or something when I first saw it. And I was just wow, a crocodile.
Yeah, man.
And then I went, oh shit. A crocodile. I was man, I'm not going in there. That's not happening. But next up, I am very happy that this has earned number 9 on this list because I personally would give this 2 tuffs, but I want to know what you think. Number 9.
What is it? No, I'm going to guess the last 3. Never mind. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right. Number 9 is the hippopotamus.
Oh.
If this were a list of adorable things that you should actually be terrified of, hippos would probably be number 1. Not because hippos are innately angry or aggressive, though they can be both, but because they kill more humans in Africa than any other animal. Why?
Jesus Christ. Because
they're huge and unpredictable, and they like to sit submerged in the same rivers that people fish, bathe, and play in. Male hippos can be territorial, while females will raise hell to protect their young, but often hippos wreak havoc by accident. By surfacing under boats, knocking people overboard, and creating a panic that can turn ugly when a 3,000-pound animal with 20-inch teeth that moves well in water can run up to 20 miles per hour is suddenly freaked out.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
The hippopotamus, by the way.
Those motherfuckers can run 20 miles an hour?
Yeah, dude, they are wicked fucking fast. Wicked fast. Hippopotamus, by the way, is Greek for river horse, which makes absolutely no sense.
Bullshit. They're in water and can run fast as motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro. 20 miles an hour.
In case you missed it, it says creating a panic and turn ugly.
House running at you at 20 miles an hour. Can you, bro?
3,000 pounds.
Process that. Process that.
I can't.
No.
That's
7.
like a semi.
That gets 7.
Tough. We'll do a couple on that one.
That's a 7 tough right there.
Oh,
that's a 20.
It's a 1. Yes, dude, it's insane.
That's the thing is that I almost was like, I'm going to give it 3 because it's just accidental. No, motherfucker. You freaked it out. But yes, it was on accident. It can run at you almost as fast as in store. I almost said in store. In city speed limit.
Yeah. That is
with a car. Think about a car hitting you at 25 miles an hour. That's like 3,000 pounds. 5,000 pounds if it's an SUV.
I mean, that sheer impact alone shatters bones and does everything, and it hasn't even bitten or tried to hurt you yet.
20 fucking miles
an hour.
MPHs, dude. At you, bro.
We got imps, and it's great.
Oh my God, that's got the highest so far. Hippos 7.
Number 8, the Komodo dragon. This is the closest thing that we have to a dinosaur, a gigantic lizard, the world's largest, with armored scales that roam certain islands of Indonesian archipelago. I'm not even going to try to say that.
Okay.
Indonesia, hunting anything that it can catch and bite with its huge bacteria-laced teeth. Komodo dragons grow up to 10 feet long and are around 150 pounds. Giving them free reign of these islands with no predators except for humans who have historically killed dragons because they feared them, to be fair.
I thought people had Komodo dragons for pets.
Oh, Komodo dragons are nasty, dude. Like, there may be people that have them, but they're... what
the fuck?
Sorry, but it says... they've historically killed dragons because they feared them. To be fair, Komodo dragons have killed humans on numerous occasions. A Komodo's mouth is rife with bacteria, so its bite can be septic, and oh my God, I can't fucking read tonight. So its bite can be septic, and the dragons will eat up to 80% of their own body weight in a single meal, then regurgitate all the undigestible parts.
This is the yeah. Now I know they've got a different name.
You think it was a Gila monster?
Gila monster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Them motherfuckers.
Yeah, Komodo dragons are terrifying, dude. It's
bro. Could you imagine having one like walking that bitch? Just being like,
Steven, calm down.
Yeah. Like, give it some like nerdy name, like Bill. Like, Bill, let's go. It's
just like, hey, man.
His name is Bill Nye.
Do me a favor. Don't go into Steven's room tonight. He's not having it.
Hey, man, I'm going on vacation. Can you walk Keith?
Yeah, sure. What is Keith, like a dog or something? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, my bad. I completely forgot what the fuck a Komodo dragon was.
So
fucking goddamn Gila monster.
But what's so crazy about
this?
Oh,
I didn't rate it.
Yeah. So
what is it? 4.
Tough.
Yeah.
So, what really gets to me about Komodo dragons is the fact that it's not venom. It's not like this thing that they inject into you. It's that their mouths are just so filled with gross bacteria that it's like the bite itself is just like immediate infection. Like it is.
You won't die. You just might lose a hand or a finger.
Right.
I think the biggest thing too is that I'm 220 to 40 pounds depending on my diet.
Aren't we all?
I used to be like 190. That was cool. But it's one of those to where like that's almost as big as me. I really don't want to have to wrestle you, dude. You're not going to kill me. It's just going to be tiresome. I am 38 in less than 2 hours. I'm over fucking around. Like, you got about 7 swings and we're done.
After that, it's just you're not worth my time.
I'm not even swinging on the 8th. If I haven't hit you or we aren't knocked out, one of us, go your separate ways. It's over. We both can't fight anymore. So, like, let's just go.
Well,
just go home.
Here's what's interesting.
So the goddamn Gila monster. No, I don't want to have to fight it.
Goddamn Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch.
Number 7 is an interesting one, and I'm very curious to see all the facts that are in this. But number 7 is the Tasmanian devil. being the world's largest carnivorous marsupial, say that 10 times fast, is more specific than impressive. But the devil, an ugly, cute animal that only lives in the Australian island of Tasmania, does have some legitimate bragging rights. According to a study, the devil has the strongest bite on Earth of any carnivore when adjusted for size. So it says the devils weigh about...
I'm glad that they... Okay.
Yeah. The devils weigh about 20 pounds on average, but can expert up to 94 pounds of pressure for a bite force quotient of 181, whatever that means.
Okay. Okay.
Which is nearly twice as strong as a hyena and some 60 points higher than a lion.
Oh.
It's enough to crush a bone and even bite through metal traps. According to National Geographic, the Looney Tunes character inspired by the Tasmanian devil is not that much of an exaggeration. The animal, Nat Geo says, has a notoriously cantankerous disposition and will fly into a maniacal rage when threatened by a predator, fighting for a mate or defending a meal. So the Tasmanian devil, like when he's doing his thing and he's going nuts. Six. Tough.
Fuck yeah.
The Tasmanian
Your dad
devil.
has a Tasmanian devil tattoo.
He does, yeah. It's oh my
That
God.
was his first one. It was bad ace.
I always remembered the floppy disk. He always talked
because
about
it was destroying the computer.
Yeah, it was just it was so
Oh,
cool.
dude, that was fucking awesome. That was one of the best tattoos I ever seen. I
It's-
don't know where he went. Flawless.
In
Flawless victory. Were you Kung Lao?
yes, I was.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what- that was the coolest thing in that movie. Anyway,
movie.
There's more, but we'll do. We already talked about it. Follow us, and you can see all our movie reviews. But
All of it. Like, follow, subscribe, watch him. Even go on Kyle Wright 425. Watch his scary stories. He's got other stuff on there, and even old podcasts.
We do,
So if you
yeah.
are watching this and you don't know, we have older podcasts on the Kyle Wright 425, plus a lot of his other brilliant shit. So
well, thank you.
go watch it. Kyle Wright 425, can't miss it. Just do it. Okay.
There's
Cheers.
also a really cool ASMR channel you should check out in the link in the description as well too. It's really nice. I'm not saying anything else. They should just go. It's just a cool ASMR channel we found. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So, but number 6, the Cape buffalo. There's a reason the Cape buffalo, also known as the African buffalo, has never been domesticated. It's a mean, unpredictable animal, unafraid of confrontation and responsible for as many as 200 human deaths a year in Africa. Hunter prized the buffalo as one of the Africa's big 5, but also fear it more than than any other animal because having bad aim can make for an interesting afternoon.
Oh my God.
A wounded buffalo often runs toward and not away from its attacker.
Fuck yeah. Oh, you want to shoot at me, motherfucker? Yeah, you already knew it. It's getting at least 7. It's getting at least I'm giving it 8. I'm giving it 8. It runs towards its predator, not away.
It doesn't.
Fuck that.
Doesn't back down from any.
What happened?
Wow, that's the next one. It doesn't back down from its attackers. I just was not expecting that to be the next.
That was baller, dude.
Yeah, the Cape buffalo.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Salute, because fuck yeah.
Toughest.
Fuck yeah. You're gonna shoot me in the shoulder? I'm gonna just run full speed at you.
Oh God! Could you imagine like you blow off a limb just like of somebody and they're like, "You motherfucker," and just like just oh.
You never seen? I can't say it on this channel. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. Number 5 is the African elephant. Size matters here, and no living land animal is larger than the African elephant, which can.
Nice.
What's up?
I thought they were nice.
I don't know. We're about to find out if it's temperament or
because they remember everything. All elephants.
Do.
So
Yeah.
if you're again, don't be a fucking dick.
yeah, love it. Bring it some carrots or whatever the fuck they eat and be
Flash
happy.
your titties. That's for me, but yeah,
We
we'll remember that.
We remember everything.
See?
So no land animal is larger than the African elephant, which can stand up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh nearly 14,000 pounds. Elephants are generally gentle giants when it comes to other animals, but they are hell on habitat, knocking down trees and devouring more than 500 pounds of leaves and branches in a day. When angry or frightened, an elephant is probably the single most dangerous animal alive, since it can run 15 miles per hour and is easily can easily overturn a car or truck. And it alone can lift 700 pounds. If all these animals were crammed into a boxing ring, it's hard to imagine the elephant not being the last one standing.
Well, no, between that and the rhino, they can almost run the same speed and almost the same build.
Yeah.
I think the rhino would win because it has the horn.
Yeah, just fucking
unless it could like wrap around.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to, you know what? Fuck it. It's going on the bucket list.
You about to go see an elephant?
I want to ride an elephant, dude.
Yeah?
Dude, they're so nice.
Yeah, it's again.
All you got to do is just be nice to it.
Yeah, just be like,
don't
hey,
be
man.
a dick.
Right.
Don't be a fucking dick.
I don't want to rile the bunch up. So I'm being as gentle as possible, you know? So
I just want to, hey Pete, I got some nuts.
yeah. Oh,
like,
that's right. Peanut butter. They love nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just figuring his name is probably Pete. You know,
Yeah.
Peanut. Pete. You know, like, you know.
Pete,
so,
but not.
but like, nah, man, that would be great. Elephants. Elephants are awesome.
Number 4, however.
Ooh, we're getting down to the last 3. I want to guess the last 3. So you got to tell me what they're based off of, and I'm going to guess.
Yep.
All right.
So we're at number 4, which I'm surprised this one wasn't in the top 3. I kind of figured it would be one of the top 3.
Okay. What is it? Is it like what kind of like thing is it?
It's a mammal. So, here's what I will say about this. I do know this particular fact about this animal was that there was an episode of Survivor Man with Les Stroud. If you guys have never seen it, it's an awesome show. It's
fucking
something,
genius.
Something I've actually thought about maybe picking
Fucking
up every once in a while
genius.
again. He went to a particular location and he was advised not to due to this animal being there. To which he said, no, I'm going to do this. I know how to survive. I can do this. And they said, if you're going, take this rifle. They told him, we will not legally allow you to go unless if you bring something to bring.
I don't know.
Okay. The polar bear. Polar bears are the world's largest and most carnivorous bears, as well as the largest land carnivore, period. Though much of what makes them so tough is that they don't actually spend much time in land or on land. For much of winter, polar bears live on Arctic pack ice, sometimes wandering thousands of miles in a single year in search of their favorite snack, seals. If the occasion arises, polar bears will also hunt walrus and even small whales. And when especially hungry, they've been known to swim up to 100 miles through the frigid Arctic seawater in pursuit of prey. Polar bears are mean. Like
I think I'm going to give them a solid 6.
Okay. You guys understand what the amount is. So, you guys know what the amount is. So, but yeah. So yeah.
No, that's a solid 6, guys. Only because I feel like with how they live in such cold environment constantly and what they do. So they do hunt larger animals or I guess larger prey, but yeah, polar bear is pretty terrifying. I think I would be more terrified with a polar bear than I would just a regular like brown or black bear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that grizzly and polar bear are very like neck and neck, but I mean it's because with I think isn't it black bears where it's like if you make yourself bigger than them, they will more because it's grizzly play dead, but if it's black bear you have to
can like bulk up and be loud, which me and you could probably get away with like being the quote alpha of the pack,
right?
And we've got a little bit of a deeper, bigger voice, and then especially like spreading out. So I could be wrong. Don't die.
It's like don't get them mixed up.
Yeah,
Like,
don't die on my behalf. But
yeah,
yes, and I feel like a 6 is a solid count for that because they're just like you said, they're just mean.
Yeah.
They're just big and fucking mean, dude.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with like tactic or
they want to eat and they're going to.
Yes.
No matter what happens. Yeah. So
all right. So don't actually try not to give me like so much a. All right, give me. I want 2 hints. That's it.
Okay. Number three, I am going to give you your 2 hints off the rip because there's no way in hell you are going to guess this just off of knowing nothing. So, this is actually interesting. I have seen this creature before, and I'm saying creature because I'm not saying animal because I don't want to.
Not mammal or anything like that. No, I got. That's what I was saying.
I want you to think small. That's your first hint. Very small. We're talking small enough that you probably would need a microscope. And actually, in fact, you would need a microscope to be able to see it.
And this is on the
number 3.
Okay.
To be fair too, I'm just curious as to what you think with that hint. I'm actually not even going to make you try to guess it because I didn't even know what this thing was even called or like I knew what it looked like.
Is this the thing that swims up your dick when you pee?
Very good guess, but no. This I'm going to give it to you because the top 2 you'll be able to guess with some hints. This one is kind of an unfair advantage with number 3.
So no, I have one more hint.
So think Ant-Man.
Never seen it.
Oh fuck, that's right. You haven't seen Ant-Man.
Okay.
Okay.
So well then you know what? So since I can't think it.
This is no slight against you. I would not have been able to figure this out either. So
I'm just trying to think of something that would so I don't know, man, like a like water moccasin, but that's not gonna like I don't know, like
water moccasin is like what is a fish or is it a
water? Is that? I swear that's like a fucking snake or something.
No,
I have no idea. I could be completely wrong, but
this at number 3.
I'm too into my drink.
Is the tardigrade, aka the water bear. This is not a CGI monster from Star Wars. The tardigrade is one of the world's smallest animals, rarely longer than 1.5 millimeters, and visible only in a microscope. Though more than 900 species of tardigrades exist, occupying nearly every corner of the globe in every possible environment, and that's just what makes these little guys so tough. They survive at the bottom of the ocean, inside hot springs, and even at the top of Mount Everest. To test just how hardy tardigrades are, scientists threw a bunch of them on a satellite and launched it into space. When it came back, many of them were still alive.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Despite having endured a trip into an environment that would kill a human in a matter of seconds. They had to
come back through the fucking atmosphere, dude, twice. Leave and come back.
So then it says, how did they do it? Tardigrades, like yeast, can survive extreme drying. They can shed nearly all of their water and go into a kind of suspended animation until they're rehydrated, whether that's a few hours or many months later.
Oh my God, 10. That's a fucking 10. Bro, I don't know. I don't even know how to, like, you didn't even keep reading because that's fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't, how is this not number 1? What is coming?
So, to give you an idea of
that's what she said.
We weren't ready. She wasn't ready.
No, she wasn't, ladies.
No, so the tardigrade, what it looks like is that it kind of looks like a really weird, no-faced, butthole fucking face bear with 6 legs. Like, that's the only way that I can put it. And if you see it, it looks like it has a starfish right on the front of its face that opens up and maybe can excrete. Like,
oh my God, Kyle, that was the best description ever.
It is the only way you can describe it. Look one up and tell me I'm wrong.
All right,
it's tardigrade. It is.
All right, so what are we on now?
We're on number 2. We got 2 left.
All right. What all right. Give me two.
2 guesses, or sorry, 2 guesses, 2 hints.
Yeah, two hints.
Okay. Trying to think of, I have 2 hints. I'm trying to decide which one I want to start with. It is predominantly in the Arctic, or is known for being in the Arctic.
Is it the... One more. The last one.
It's a bird.
What? No. Fucking Arctic owl? I don't fucking know.
Arctic owl.
I don't fucking know.
The beige Arctic owl.
Yeah. I don't fucking know. Grandma probably would know what it was, but she loves owls. Don't even fuck around with owls. And
she will.
Owls are the shit, dude. Owls are the shit. I don't care what anybody says. They get a solid 4 out of me.
We're actually going to we're going to do an episode on owls here pretty soon.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
All right. Well, so anyways, it's not an owl. What is it?
Number 2.
It's a fucking peacock, isn't it?
The emperor penguin.
Oh my God. A bird. Fucking Christ,
a flightless
dude.
bird. But yeah, it's a
God
a puffin.
damn it.
Sure, the emperor is the tallest and heavy. See, I don't know anything about them, so I'm about to learn it right now. So it says the emperor is the tallest and heaviest penguin, a fact that by default makes it the toughest of these beautifully weird flightless birds. But weighing 80 pounds and swimming like a torpedo is hardly enough to offset awkward waddling and a lack of teeth or claws. So why is the emperor penguin so high on this list? Because the emperor penguins live in Antarctica, the world's harshest and most unforgiving environment. During the breeding season, which is winter, of course, emperor penguins walk up to 75 miles over ice just to mate.
Mm-hmm. They will fuck you up if you're fucking his bitch.
It says males then sit vigil for weeks over a fertilized egg and during frequent blizzards and 100 mile per hour winds, not to mention temperatures that drop as low as -40. Meanwhile, their ladies are off hunting and below freezing waters. The water temp generally is just under 29 degrees. Giving up to 1,755 feet in search of snacks that they'll then bring home by trudging back across that ice through wind and snow. Try and argue against their position now. Like that is tough, dude. Like that is. How many toughs how many Fs would you give that?
5.
5? Tough! 5 toughs.
Because they let their ladies go hunt.
That's a very.
They would have got a 10 out of me if they would have hunted too.
See,
but they are protecting the young. So that's a very, no pun intended, tough situation to where where do you draw the line?
Yeah,
I feel like hunting is the greater risk.
I do. I agree. I think that it's so interesting to see how the animal kingdom separates the two genders as far as like
compared to like a human standpoint.
Yeah, because like when you look at like orb weaver spiders, the males are always very, very small, whereas the females are fucking huge.
Well, dude, look, I mean, not to go back to our breed, but look at some of these pit bulls. Mm-hmm. Some of the females are fucking gigantic compared to the males.
Yeah. Yeah. Do
you remember, can you hit the mute button?
Mm-hmm. Remember? Yeah.
He had Duchess. She was a Great Dane.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, she was 7 foot tall when she stood on her hind legs.
Dude, Great Danes are nuts. They're absolutely nuts.
The females were bigger than the males. She stretched out to almost 7 foot tall. Duchess was the biggest, most docile dog I ever met. She was beautiful.
Be like Thor jumping on you to like fucking like, give you like you love it and everything.
Put Thor twice with Willow.
Really?
Yes, dude. Length, width, girth. Like it was all. It was 2 of my dogs and 1 of yours.
Wow.
Kyle has a pocket pit. Oh, she's beautiful.
She's the manager.
She's beautiful. She's got the black and white on her.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's insane.
Oh man, she's great. And she's got the big floppy ears too. We don't trim our dogs. We don't do the tails. We don't do the ears. I don't do that shit.
There's no hygienic or health reason to do it.
Nope.
So
nope.
I mean,
they take care of each other. So no. As far as that goes, no man. That's dude. I'm telling you, that was crazy as far as Dutchess went. But yeah. So all right, what do we got for the?
We are officially
on the last one,
the top of the list.
All right.
Number one out of the entirety of 25 animals.
Give me both.
Two.
Give me 2 hints right off the rip. I'm going to guess. I'm going to give myself about 10 seconds. I can see it.
Okay.
After you say the last one.
Oh, let's see here. This animal has a diet that is very understandable, but I would never think that it would ever go for it. It's one of the many things of its diet.
Oh my God.
And
what
there's a reason. There's a specific reason why.
You're a genius because I need the second hint already.
Okay. Second hint.
I'm looking at the time.
I'm trying to think of the best way to give this to you. They 100% do not have fear.
Oh, that is very vague, dude.
You'll be mad when you find out what it is, but now that because it's the two will make the two hints.
I'm already passed, dude. What is it?
The honey badger is the number number one toughest animal.
I've been bitching about this all week, and I fucking blanked on the last one.
The honey badger is the toughest animal on the earth. We don't even need.
It's a 20. It's a 20.
It is a tough animal.
I hit it. Yeah, we're hitting all the buttons. How about that? I just hit them all. There you go, guys. That was the grand finale. You're absolutely fucking right.
The honey badger,
dude, they're fearless.
This literally starts this off. It says the Guinness Book has declared the honey badger as the world's most fearless animal. It looks like a weird skunk from the front and like a tiny bear wearing an old man's toupee, and it's got the personality to match. They are the psychopaths of the savannah, smallest carnivores that live in holes. If you were to cast Goodfellas using only African animals, Joe Pesci would definitely be a honey badger. These ferocious weasel cousins will kill and eat anything their size or smaller, rabbits, rodents, lizards. But they're also famous for attacking anything that steps on or near their dens, including horses, large antelopes, and even Cape buffaloes, which have been on the list. Honey badgers.
Wait, they eat the whole fucking thing?
No, they attack. It does not. It's anything that comes near.
Just harm it. They'll
try to fuck it up. Honey badgers have been observed chasing lions away from prey, will kill and eat cobras, and don't like to waste anything. They've evolved to digest. Wow. Okay, I was wrong. They've evolved to digest entire animals, including bones and feathers, and of course, it says here they do not give a fuck. DGAF. The honey badger, when I was talking about the diet, is that one of the things I watched on the funny video of it was that it went into a bee's nest and just started ripping it apart and eating the honey, and it's getting stung. And it's like, look at him. He doesn't give a shit. Like he's getting stung, but he's eating all of this honey. Like it's insane. Honey badgers do not care. They are just
20,
resilient.
Dude. You can't top. No, honestly, and I'm not trying to be funny. I've given higher scores than the 2 or the 0 or the 3 or whatever. Like, I really did through this. That is tough.
That is the toughest of the tough.
I might have to get a honey badger tattooed on me next to my Chuck Norris on the other side of my kneecap.
Oh yeah, the silhouette of him roundhouse kicking. Yeah.
So I have a tattoo on my right knee on the outside of my kneecap. Of Chuck Norris. It's his silhouette from like his movies and stuff. And that's so the last thing you see when you roundhouse somebody is Chuck Norris. So I might get a honey badger on the other side.
Dude, a honey badger is definitely...
That's badass, dude.
Here's the thing, too, is that it's like some honey badgers I've seen, like they're actually kind of cute. Like it's like they look...
Speaking of tattoos.
What?
If this...
Oh, yeah.
Right here, because it's tough. If you've gone along this long with the podcast and this gets 500 likes, I will get a Brent TV Mr. Hammer tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 500 likes. And I'll do it.
500.
It'll
be documented.
That's it. So if you've gone with us this long, all the way to the end, and you can hear this, 500 likes, I'll get a Mr. Mr. Hammer tattoo.
Yeah.
I've got Thor's hammer on me already.
What's another one?
What's another one?
What's another hammer?
So give it a like, give it a thumbs up. You know what to do. Hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Kyle, what do you have tonight?
We've set a goal for you, the 500. If you do it, we thank you. And if not, we're still happy that you're here. We want to just say that the world is a scary place.
It's tough.
And it is tough. There is many things to avoid, many things to view from a distance, and some things just to stay the hell away from. And we hope this list has blessed you in some way to let you know, hey, don't mess with these guys.
No.
They're tough. You ain't going to win.
Fucking tough, dude.
It's over. The Cape Buffalo has the ability to fear the honey badger. Is that enough? Are you not entertained? The toughest list of animals. And it was a great one.
It was.
Thank you, Esquire.com. And thank you for watching this video. And remember, Peanut Butter Go is on the bottom exclusively. Adios.
Just flip your sandwich.